Hi everybody, this is Alice, Bejeweled Hedgehog, here for Cast Off Tuesday, a week late on a Wednesday night. I am so sorry. That is just so typical of the way my life has been going recently. Things have been crazy, but anyway, I did do some crocheting over the past 2 weeks, so here I am. Okay, let's get started. I love making hats. I like hats so much because you can sit down and very quickly get something made, and it can be either incredibly repetitive and soothing, or you can get a little bit creative and try something fun. So whichever way you want to go, as long as you've got, maybe a couple of hours, you can be finished with something, which I like. I like the feeling of accomplishing something, I guess, which is why I keep putting off the big projects like the blankets and, the sweaters, although I have requests from nieces for both. So anyway, here is hat number 1. This hat was done by Laura, Crochet Zombie. This is her pattern. It is a ribbed reversible beanie, and the yarn I used was Knit Picks Brava, which is their acrylic. Knit Picks Worsted Brava, and the color is Fig, and it's a really beautiful light green color. And then this is the reversible side, and it's really, really pretty. It came out really, really well. The pattern was fun and easy to follow. And I like both sides. I really don't have a specific favorite. And what I like about this is, depending on the color, it can be either masculine or feminine. So it's always good to have, in my opinion anyway, to have some spare gifts sitting around. Some of my neighbors moved out a couple of weekends ago, and I didn't realize they were moving out that quickly, and luckily I was able to go to my pile of stuff to give away and find some very quick gifts. Okay, next hat is Knit Picks Brava. Again, it's acrylic. It is a worsted weight yarn, and this color, which is not showing up, it's definitely showing up as purple, but it's vibrant reddish purple, almost like a magenta, and it's called Fairy Tale, and it's, I guess, kind of one of their trademark colors. They use it across different types of yarn. I've seen it in wool and cotton. So anyway, the hat pattern is called Divine Hat, and all these hat patterns came from Ravelry. They're all free downloads, and they're all going to be listed in the link below, so that'll be easy for you to find. So anyway, I like it. Oh, I forgot to try them on. Haha. Okay, this one came out kind of loosely, but it's very comfortable. I tend to have very loose gauge, so I probably should have gone down a hook size, but it still fits. And I wore Laura's beanie in a previous video, so you may have already seen me wearing that one. This one, I think this one is just Vanna's Choice in red. It's an acrylic yarn, and this is Bella Hat by April Draven. I found this hat, someone recommended this to me actually. They saw the convertible hats, the cowls that you could do the drawstring and then turn into a hat, and told me she had a pattern for a Bella hat. So I made this, and I love it. It's a very good fit. Now, I knew from watching someone else's video that it tended to be a little big. So what I did was I went down a hook size when I made it, and I did not do all the rows she calls for in her pattern. And that made it come out very nicely. But then again, I probably have a small head. I don't really know. I don't go around comparing heads with people, head sizes. This is another free Ravelry download. This is done in some of my favorite yarn ever. Impeccable by Loops and Threads. As far as I know, you can only get it at Michael's. Loops and Threads might be their store brand. I don't know for sure. But they have the best colors. and I believe this colorway is called Orchid. And I think it's really cool how it came out in such nice diagonal stripe patterns all the way around. Oh, in case you can't tell from sort of the similarity of all the hats, I tend to get, you know, like sort of obsessed with certain things, and then I go through phases. Previously, I was in a stripey phase where I just really wanted to make stripey things. At the moment, it is post stitches. So what all these hats have in common is their patterns that contain front post or back post or both. Crochets, usually double crochets. So this is this hat. There. And this is a slightly loose but very comfortable fit. And I really like this. Okay, and a lot of other people do freestyling, and I decided I really don't do enough of it. So I did some of my own, just playing around, freestyling hats. And this is just goofing around with post stitches. This yarn is, again, Knit Picks Brava Worsted, and the color is Persimmon, which is a very beautiful, it's a stunning color. It's a rich, oh, you can actually see the color better further back. It's a rich golden, burnty orange color, and it's the closest thing I've ever seen to heathered in a worsted weight. And I really, really, absolutely love it. Great yarn. I really like the pattern too. I was just kind of playing with it. Didn't have no idea what I did. I didn't write anything down. It is semi-reversible. Now I think this is hilarious. The way it came out on top, it looks like the hat has a little belly button, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like it has a little innie. Anyway, it's semi-reversible. It's kind of cute turned inside out. And it was not designed to be reversible or anything like that. So, if I wear it inside out, I have a little belly button on the top of my head. There it is. Dun, da, da. Okay, so let me put this one on. There. Yeah, I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of tree bark or something. Okay, so there's that hat. This was another one of my own experiments. This is also Knit Picks Brava Worsted, and the color, the camera just is not going to do it justice, I don't think. It is called Umber Heather, and it is a very, very dark, cool brown, but it has golden tones in it, like little golden threads heathered through it. And this was also a post-stitch experiment, and I kind of like it. It kind of looks woven. You know what? Let's see how it looks inside out. Inside out it looks okay, but not all that impressive, I don't think. But anyhow, the problem with this is I have a loose gauge, and I just wasn't paying attention, so I have this really big hat. It is huge. I mean, I can push it back and kind of wear it as a slouchy, but, you know, if I was wearing it with a coat and scarf, it would probably like get caught on the scarf. As I'm turning my head from side to side, it's kind of flopping around. But that's okay. It's a brown color. That's kind of a guy thing. And I have a friend that really does have a big head, so, you know, he will probably end up with this. So, anyway, there's that one. This one is actually not post stitches. I love this yarn. It's that Red Heart little flecks in it. It's called Millennium. I think it might be called Fiesta. The color is Millennium. For some reason my camera focuses very well right here, I think. And this was when I wanted something very soothing to do. So this is just mostly half double crochet and double crochet. And luckily it's a very pretty tweedy yarn, so the simple pattern still made a very nice little hat. And I really like it. Okay, I am actually getting to the end of all this. This is a scarf. I made a phoenix hat with white and then different colors for the little spirally houndstoothy things. And I wanted to use one of the yarn colors to go with it. So I used bright blue. This is Impeccable, and I don't remember the color name, probably bright blue. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. And it is alternating sort of a weird stitch, which I call the twice extended double crochet, with just a plain old half double crochet. And that's one side. It's hard to tell which is the front and which is the back. I mean, it has one side, it looks like a lot of really cool little chains, sort of. And the other side, well, I mean, it just looks like a longer, twistier double crochet. And basically, if you've ever seen tutorials on how to do an extended double crochet, I just did that little extra loopy thing twice to make it like a double extended double crochet, because I was bored and I felt like inventing my own stitch. So I kind of did. And it's just a long, long, long scarf with an interesting texture. Okay. Then the other thing is I broke my yarn diet. And I broke down and bought some really cool baby yarn. I'll have to show you a haul. I'll have to do another video tonight, a haul video. But anyway, I just made 2 tiny little newborn hats for charity out of this really cool yarn. It's not really, well, it's kind of variegated. It's like a yellow, green, and white variegated in the background. And then it has these little blue flecks. So that's really cool. I like that. Okay, moving away from crochet, I am going to show you a gift that I got today. It was meant to be done around the holidays. It was meant to be a Christmas gift for me, but it took my niece all this time to make it, and it is so beautiful. It is a bookmark in cross stitch, and you know, she gets these patterns from a book and counts them to see where things go. And sadly, you just cannot see how gorgeous it is on the camera. Maybe if I move it up slowly, I can sneak up on it and make it focus close up, because it's not just cross stitch. She has taken embroidery threads and split them into single strands and added, oh, it's just not really focusing that close up, and added you know, some embroidery stitches, satin stitches mixed in with the beautiful cross stitch, and of course the colors are not showing up that much. She did something unusual to the edges, and then she backed it with felt to make it thicker, and of course to hide what I'm assuming will be the mess on the back. So it's just beautiful. This was done by a 13-year-old who has more patience than her auntie. Okay, and then I guess I'll show you some of my jewelry. Hang on. This is not recently made, but I happen to be wearing it, so I thought I would just go ahead and show you. I like to do a lot of the jewelry that's kind of like the altered art. And this is basically like a little collage done on a pendant. And you can buy the backs. So I bought the teardrop shape from an Etsy seller, and I can find the link if anyone's interested. Just comment or message me. And then basically I used some different papers and a picture and cut it out and kind of blended it all together, and then I added rhinestones, and I added a little tiny flower at the top, and then I put it on. This is a vintage, it's kind of kinky, kind of kinked up, but this is this pink chain is a vintage pink chain. And then I added the little flowers and the dangles to it and put it on a copper chain. So that is the necklace, and it's kind of neat. It's kind of an old-fashioned house. So anyway, and then the bracelet that goes with it, excuse me, I love charms. I absolutely love charms. This has a variety of things on it. This has an old earring. That's what this piece is here. It has the little altered art style charms that I make. Again, I buy the backings and then put pictures in them. and glaze them with resin. And it has little bead charms that I make to go with it. I'm just not very good at showing this. Then I made a big kind of a focal point charm with this copper heart. So it has lots of little charms, and it's incredibly dangly, and there's some little pearly charms in there. So anyway, that is it for me. That's all I've done recently. I will go ahead and make a haul video because I have a cool haul. I have broke my yarn diet. So I have some yarn that I bought myself, some yarn that my sister bought me, and some really nice tea. I drink lots of tea, so I will show you all that in another video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm thrilled, amazed, very, very happy. I hope you like what you see. You can leave comments and tell me what else you'd like to see or whatever. Everybody in the Cast-Off crew is amazing and wonderful and very talented, and I watch all their videos. And so if you're not a subscriber, or if this is, the first time you've come across one of these videos, I'm a member of the Cast-Off crew. The other members will be listed below, and please watch their videos and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in joining the Crochet Zombie, which is Laura, and also known as Sweet Pagan Rose, is the founder of this group, so please send her a message and let her know you're interested. Okay, everybody, happy crocheting, happy Wednesday, bye.